Right. Going to be a real quick one today. Just been rolling around in my head for the last couple of days, and I talk to a lot of men. They're coming out of the woodwork. Men who are dads in recovery. Some of them are active, hands-on dads, and some of them want to be active, hands-on dads, and they're and some of them are not. Some of them are in a situation where they're finding it very difficult to be really active as hands-on dads. So here's the deal. Basically, what I want to talk to you about is love. Love is the answer, right? You want to be a dad, you are a dad. Wherever you are in the scenario, it's this kind of a crazy thing. Think we're supposed to know, how am I supposed to be as a dad? And I'm telling you that love is the magic sauce. Period. Full stop. End of sentence. Love is the magic sauce. And where does love begin and end? Is it selective? Is it conditional? And I'm not talking about love for your kids, although many of us have struggled with that. I mean, from time to time. I mean, I've been a dad for 42 years, and I have three kids, and I've been in recovery almost 42 years, and so I've had to grow up. I've had to grow up, and I think that for a lot of fellas, they don't know what that means, and the big thing that I'm gonna, if you spend time with me, if you do my Dad's in Recovery course or whatever, we're gonna to go into, these relationships that you have with people that you don't love, and many of them are like, I'll just name a couple of them. Often men are mad and angry at the mother of their children. And it goes on. They're like, yes, I love my kids, but I hate that bitch. No, that's got to change. It has got to change. Love isn't selective. How we are everywhere is how we are everywhere. Or is it how we are anywhere is how we are everywhere. So, that has to shift. Another area where men are pissed is at their own dads. Dad didn't show up, there's this anger, and they don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about him. He wasn't there. He left my mother. Whatever. And I've heard some pretty tough situations, no question. But we're going to find out how you can love that man, right? Your dad. So you're in this relationship with your children, and you're coming there full of anger, resentment, judgment towards other people. Their grandfather, right? Their own mother. And it doesn't work. You're carrying it. It's an energy, and we have to let it go. We have to surrender it. You want to live in love. Happy, joyous, and free, right? Love and tolerance is our code. We want to live in love, and so we can't be hanging on to those old stories. And I got a guy I'm working with, and he didn't even want to even talk about his natural dad, and that's his story, I guess, is that I didn't know him, and he has had no effect on my life, and I beg to differ. So we're going to find love. We are, the emissaries of love. We got recovery. And recovery is all about love, and it's not about just not drinking or showing up at work or having good, a great design for living. It is all of that, but the freedom that we get, in our recovery program is a freedom called love. It really is, and it's it's the whole idea is not to to get high. It's to get free. And we're not looking for some kind of a utopia. It does say happy, joyous, and free, but so freedom, baby, and love, and that's the deal. So let's talk about it. If you're a dad in recovery, and or a dad in recovery, and let's if you want to talk about it, I'm open to talk about it. You know, that's my mission. That's my passion. This is to help men become the dads that they want to be, to break the chain of judgment and fear and anger in your life and your kid's life. You know, and the chain of alcoholism or addiction. It starts with you. I mean, if you're a dad, it starts with you. I don't care how old your kids are. You know, I don't care if you're in your 70s and you know, whatever fear is keeping you from, you know, reaching out, it has to change. Has to change. Okay, you know, if that's what you want. I mean, you know, it can be done. So you have to maybe pray about it, talk to your sponsor about it, and because those relationships are really important in this domain. I mean, you know, we can look at the bigger picture, the 60,000 foot view, and say, oh, it doesn't really matter, but it does matter where we live. And so that's it. Short one today. Love. You know, you're hanging on to anger, right? With whoever it is, the mother of your children, your own father, maybe even your own mother. You know, justifiable. Yeah, gotta go, has to go. We surrender that, and we surrender that into love. You know, love is already here, and as we let go, we move into that realm. Okay, I love you. Thank you. And just a quick one. So make a comment if you're watching this on Facebook. Make a comment if you see it on YouTube. You know, I love it if you like and share, or like and comment, or tell me what you think. How is your relationship with your dad? How's your relationship with maybe the father of your children, if you're a woman? I really am interested in finding out, you know, how you guys think about this, how the women, the mothers are seeing this, and is there a need for this kind of work, to have a guy like me who's been sober all these years and been a dad all these years, and you know, has helped to break the chain of alcoholism and addiction in my kids' lives. You know, been part of that in some way. If you think it's important that this kind of work that I'm doing, let me hear it from you. Okay, love you. Thanks. Cheers.